Everybody knows how to spin the wheel. We're talking about the biggest game ever played.
No whammies, and stop!
Oh, no! My first spin, look at that. Oh, whoa, no, I'm looking at the wrong arrow. How do you do this show?
What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the monthly wheel selection show. So this is the show where we will be spinning that wheel 64 times because we got a mystery tournament on Tuesday. So we'll be spinning it 64 times to see what movies show up. And for anyone who's not familiar, the mystery wheel is comprised of everybody's favorite movies from all of our regulars, plus some wild cards. We just recently let people add up to 20 wild card movies if they wanted to. Most people did. Not everyone gave me their list in a time, but most of our regulars did. And so we'll see if we get any whammies because we might. I don't know. We'll see. Most of the movies I think are pretty good ones, but there's a few. I know Wolf wanted to put some foreign movies on there. I know. Yeah, right. Yeah, just movies no one has seen. But him, but that's fine, I guess. And then some people, I won't say who, put a couple of bad movies on there just because they wanted to mess with people. Yeah, but we'll see though, because I mean, Austin is officially the new. He's the new host for the Wheel of Movies. When we get to Wheel of Movies, we'll see about those the reviews because we do use a very similar wheel for the Wheel of Movies when we do deep dive reviews. For this, we'll just put it on there, and if it's something no one has seen, then too bad. It's probably not going to get very many votes, so we'll see how it goes. But I am your host, Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and I'm joined by my co-host Austin Pez. How's it going?
Yeah, we got a busy night. We got this, and we got Seen and Heard trivia right after this. So we're gonna knock this out and get our. Jordan just left for some reason. I don't know where he went, but yeah, I'll wait for him to come back. He's got the wheel, so we need him to do that. We'll be spinning the wheel 64 times to get our Tuesday bracket ready to go. And how those Tuesday mystery brackets go is on Tuesday. We'll have a bracket ready. I'll be running it, and what we will do is we'll have a panel, and they will be doing blind voting. That's how we do the mystery tournaments. And we will vote blind for those original 64 matches, and then we will slide it over, and we'll see what won. So that's to give those movies that may not usually make it out of that first round an extra shot to do so. So that's kind of how it works for the Tuesday. It's a little breezier show, and we'll see what happens. But Jordan will be back in just a minute. We do have Seen and Heard trivia coming up in just about an hour. So that's what's going to be going on. There he is. Hey, don't do that.
Yeah, the first time that I've done this show from this particular browser, and because everything's been updated, Windows is like doing new stuff or whatever. They're getting rid of Windows 10 and all that stuff. You gotta upgrade, and there's a button that says you're not logged in. Click here to log in. But don't do that while you're live. Wait till after you're live to do that, because I thought it would just do it. I'm sorry, that's my bad. but we're good, and I got the wheel pulled up, so I think we're ready to roll. So I mean, did you explain to the people how it's going to work?
Yeah, no, I did that, and how we do the blind voting on Tuesdays and all that kind of jazz. So okay, it's all good. Let's get it going. So nice. Spin it 64 times. Let's go, and I'll write them down as you spin them.
All right, sounds good. So I always like to give everyone a little brief glance. Currently, there's 1,725 movies because some people added some new ones on there. We like to kind of keep it fresh and new. And
the blob of movies is what we call it.
Yeah, the big blur, So let's give it a spin, and we'll see what we get.
And we always kind of guess whose movie that is as we go along.
Yeah.
77. John Wick Chapter 2, 2017.
John Wick Chapter 2. So that is the one John Wick I do not have on my list. I have every other one. So. So somebody's got it. I don't know who. Someone that's an action person around here.
Yeah, but it could be a wild card as well. Just throwing the other John Wick movies on there. But it's fun.
Yeah. Well, I'll throw out my guess for for a JPO. That's just my random guess there. All right. Let's see what else we got.
4. Jurassic Park
Well, there it is. It
1993.
wouldn't be a mystery show without Jurassic Park on there.
Yeah, now we're just waiting for Back to the Future and Pulp Fiction to show up, and it'll be complete.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Malcolm's
yeah,
talking about New Zealand movies in the comments.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. In the chat, they wanted to put
Yeah.
some New Zealand movies on there, but
Well, all right.
well, that is up to you. But prepared for them probably not to get many votes, depending what they are.
Mhm.
So,
Jacob's Ladder.
yeah, Jacob's Ladder. That might be on your list, maybe. Austin?
No, I like that movie a lot, but it's not on my list. Could be somebody's wild card, I would imagine. They just got
Yeah,
added recently, but it's a good movie.
or it could be maybe like a Dan or a Wolfman one, maybe. I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
Have you
So,
seen it? It's good.
yeah, I've seen it. I thought that it was good. It didn't blow me away the way it did some people, but I do like it.
Some of the
Robbins?
images, yeah, some of the images of the like faceless people in that movie creep me out when he's seeing them all over the place. It's very creepy.
Oh yeah. All right. What we got?
Love Exposure.
That might be someone's wild card. I have no idea what that is. Love
Exposure. I don't know what love exposure. I've never heard of that.
We can write it down, and if we find out it's not an actual real movie that got like a very big release, we may have to replace it.
But you know what? On this one, if you want to put like a goofy, you know, like that's a Wolfman Foreign movie. I just pulled it up. It's
Oh,
I see like Japanese people immediately all over that thing. So there you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I mean, hey, if you want to do it, then that's up to you. Maybe off air, you can try and sell us on it to maybe watch it.
Well, if it even makes it out of the blind round, because remember we do blind voting for the first
Yeah,
round.
right.
So we'll see.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what else.
Her 2013.
Got Her on there.
Oh, Her. Okay. Yep. All right.
Yeah.
Good movie.
So
That's a Steven Shepard.
whatever.
That's a Shepard movie. He loves that movie.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. It probably has. And for some reason, I vaguely remember Ross maybe liking that movie a lot. So
Maybe.
right. I know it's not a Chris Scott movie. He does not like that movie.
Not as good as the Megamind TV pilot.
Yeah, right.
63. IP Man.
Oh,
Good
It Man.
Good
It Man.
With
It Man.
the Eat Man.
It
So,
Man. Yep.
I don't know who has that on there. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's action.
That
Good
one
stuff.
could be like pretty much anyone. I don't know.
Mhm.
Not on my list. So
No, but it's a good movie.
yeah. It's good.
I saw that in theaters when it came out. Limited
Oh, yeah,
release.
nice.
Mhm.
34. Toy Story 2.
We got Toy Story 2, which is not my list, but it could be Brian.
That's a Brian Nussbaum. I think he has most of the first three on his list.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. I've got one, maybe two Toy Story movies on there. but-
Exposure, that sells me. I'm not going to watch it. 237 minutes. No, thank you.
Oh, for
37.
yeah.
Inception.
Got Inception on there.
Okay.
So,
Yep. But yeah, 237 minutes. Yeah, literally 3 minutes short of 4 hours. I'm good. I'm not.
no
watching that,
thanks.
sorry.
Yeah. I'm
Nope.
good. Yeah.
Nope.
But Inception, though, like I'm like finding that it's not holding up as much as like when I first started to watch that movie. So
I think it
I
does.
still like it. So I
It's still
don't know.
trippy and weird. I like it.
Yeah.
A Beautiful Mind
Got a
2001.
beautiful mind. Who's gonna have a
Yeah.
beautiful mind on there? I don't know.
Yeah.
That'd be my only guess. All
Okay. Do you mind?
right. Let's see.
94. Twister.
Twister, that's gotta be yours, Austin. Right?
That's mine. Well, I think yeah, there might be one other person that has it, but yeah, that's definitely one of mine. I love Twister.
Yeah, which the new Twisters have definitely made my honorable mentions of the halfway point of the year, but didn't make my top 12 though. So
It's not gonna make any of my honorable mentions or anything. I liked it. I didn't love it, but I liked it.
yeah.
Too much
I'm
shitty
with you.
country music in that movie. That
Yeah.
took me out of it. Really bad country
The
music in that
Karate
movie.
Kid Part 3.
Karate Kid
The Karate
3,
Kid
yeah.
3. So I'll let you guys know That's one of my 20 wild cards. I added Karate Kid 3 because
There you go.
actually I kind of like that movie because when they get back from Japan and they're like trying to get back to their like normal life, and I kind of like it.
Well, Cobra Kai has made all those movies better.
Yeah, right.
And Terry
I
Silver.
like when like he like tries to get him the new bonsai like the store, and then someone comes and smashes it up and all that. Yeah, it's got all
and
that.
the trailer. I haven't watched the new season yet. I need to get to it.
Aladdin.
Oh yeah, you definitely should. So we got Aladdin, which I'm gonna assume if it doesn't say live action, it's probably the animated, because I think that's
the
Brian
animated one. That's a
Nussbaum's.
Brian Nussbaum movie. Yeah.
I think if I remember right, it might be his number one of all time, maybe. So
maybe.
Yeah. All right.
42. Jaws.
Got Jaws. That's on like most people's list.
That's a standard, yeah. So wouldn't be a list without Jaws.
Except not on my list, but it is growing on me. It is. So.
Just see it about 82 more times, like I have, and you'll really appreciate it.
Y2 Mama Tambien.
E2 Mama Tambien. Yeah.
I've
never seen it, but I have no idea who would even have that on
there. That's a Wolfman. He's putting foreign movies on there.
Yeah.
I have seen E2 Mama Tambien. It's a road trip movie. It's kind of a love triangle road trip movie about some young kids with an older lady. So yeah, Spanish movie. It's a good movie, but I don't know if a lot of people have seen it. I have seen it.
Yeah, I have not, but depending on what ends up on here, I may watch it. We'll see.
Yeah.
81. Casino Royale.
Casino Royale.
Okay.
Which it's not on my list, but it's like almost made my after the 128. Like I really do like it. So.
That's good.
It's like my third favorite Bond movie or something.
Yeah. I need to rewatch some of the Brosnan movies. It's been forever since I've seen those.
Yeah.
The Animal.
The Animal.
Which I know that the Animal was on Brian Nussbaum's wild card list. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Rob Schneider. I don't hate it. I kind of like it. I think it's
fun. I don't hate it either.
I don't mind it.
All right. And it could be on. No, I don't know if it's on anyone's top list.
I don't think so. That's just a wild card.
Yeah.
I threw some wild cards at you today. They're just kind of movies I really like. Just kind of outside my.
Vampire Hunter D. Bloodlust.
Vampire Hunter D. Bloodlust. That was on Chris Scott's 128.
Yeah.
Which when I looked it up, that is a very highly regarded anime. I just haven't seen it. So.
Yeah, I just don't do anime. It's not my bag. But
I'll do anime if like I have no other blind spots except for the anime for a show. Then I'll watch it.
My Regal has done different anime movie releases, and they've done really well. They release stuff for like a week, and
Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
The Jay and Silent Bob reboot. Maybe that's a Malcolm one or like a Richie one, or
yeah, something like that. All right, Bob reboot. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Hitman 2024.
Oh, Hitman on the new one.
Yeah, the new one. All right.
Yeah,
nice.
Okay. It was really good. Yeah, that was in my like top. I think it was like 6 or 7 on my list, something like that.
Well, definitely. At the end of this year, whatever makes my top 12 and some honorable mentions. If we do another batch of 20 wild cards or whatever, I'll just throw you whatever was in my top 12, in my wild cards.
Yeah, right.
Just on there. I'll just wait till the end of the year to do that. And throw those in there, because usually we do that. We let everybody throw their like top 12 lists and stuff in there.
Yeah. But Malcolm says that Jane Silent Bob reboot is his. So.
Okay, cool.
That's what I thought.
It's growing on me. I still like Strike Back the most, but yeah.
Yeah.
Crossroads Ralph Macchio.
Crossroads Ralph Macchio. So who was talking about that recently? Somebody in our
that was like one of Wolfman's movies, or Ross's movies. Ross. It's like Ross's favorite movie or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's like one of them. So
that's 1986, I think. Yeah, 86.
Yeah, because
it's that blues movie with Ralph Macchio. Yeah. Okay.
And when he first brought it up, I'm like, that Britney Spears movie? Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's Ross's thing. I remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron,
Spirit.
2002.
So that is
Zach Shelton.
Zach Shelton, yep. Spirit. He really likes that.
I
do like the score. So
Well,
Han Solo.
I forget what the whole title style of the. I'm
Stallion
trying
eat
to
Cimarron.
Stallion, yeah, Cimarron. I was like, what's that word again? That would be like a scene in her, and I'd definitely get the Cimarron thing wrong if I was playing.
That's a good question. What is a Cimarron? Does anybody know? I'm sure the movie explains it.
Kramer versus Kramer.
Kramer versus Kramer. Okay. All right.
That's got to be a Dan Skip Allen one, I feel.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So.
It famously and I disagree with it. It's a good movie, but it beat Apocalypse Now for Best Picture that year, which is kind of absurd to me.
I've never seen it, so I just know it's Dustin Hoffman, right?
Dustin Hoffman and Meryl Streep. It's a divorce custody battle movie, kind of like it's kind of like a 70s version of Marriage Story. If you like Marriage Story, it's very similar.
14. The Thing.
Got The Thing on there, which is on most people's lists.
Oh yeah,
it's on my list. It's on my 128.
Me too. Second favorite horror movie of all time.
Yeah.
Which I meant to show you something. I was going to show you something on the stream real quick. Let me go grab it. Give me like 2 seconds. It's right over there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, while he grabs that, I've been thinking about maybe doing a top 64 just straight horror movies myself. So we'll think.
So my roommate Ron has been clearing out his storage unit. He's been pulling like random old VHS tapes and stuff, out of his. He's got these like boxes of stuff. He keeps finding stuff. So he found an old original, like this is 1983 VHS of my favorite horror movie, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, the 78.
Oh, nice.
The Donald
That's
Sutherland
awesome.
movie.
Whoa.
I mean, look, these are like, and he had a whole bunch of these. These are like
one's got the little thing that opens.
These are like first run VHS tapes. Yeah, he had one of Moonraker and Return of the Dragon, the Bruce Lee movie. Yeah, they just open up like that, and it's got all the credits.
That's awesome.
So I just thought that was cool. So I just have it standing up my Blu-rays now. Like I'm not gonna watch it obviously on VHS.
That's gonna be worth something, maybe. Yeah.
I looked them up on eBay just to check, and not really. VHS.
Oh, really?
The only time they ever go for a lot nowadays is there's a weird market for ones that are still sealed, like they've never been open. So like graded, never been open VHS tape. I saw a Back to the Future original VHS tape that was sealed and graded, went for like $10,000 or something crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, like an OG like VHS that was still sealed. Yeah.
Crazy.
There you go.
All right, let's see what else we got here.
Mm-hmm.
The Tree of Life 2011.
The Tree of Life. That, like Terrence Malick.
Yuck.
Weird stuff on.
Yeah.
That's got to be like a Dan or a Wolf or something. I don't know.
Hey, Jordan, you know what I think about that movie?
Yep.
Yep.
You want a good nap?
Mm-hmm.
53. Mad Max Fury Road.
Mad Max on. Like,
it's on a lot of lists.
It's on mine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
It's still my favorite Mad Max movie. So.
Mm-hmm. I liked Furiosa a lot, though. It's really good.
Yeah, same here.
It's a real shame that it bombed. It's a real shame.
I know. That is a shame.
17. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, 1974.
Oh, the OG. That's on mine. That's on mine.
Okay. Texas Chainsaw.
Yeah, the original one.
We'll see what happens. For whatever reason, it didn't click with me, so I don't know.
It's really good.
Yeah.
All right.
I know I'm in the vast minority there.
GoldenEye.
Oh, we got GoldenEye. That one's is on my list for sure. I don't know if anyone else has it, but
that's one that if I get a chance to, Jordan, I might rewatch. It's been like 20 years since I watched GoldenEye. I really need to rewatch that movie. Check it out again.
The movie's really good, especially for whatever reason. If you played the video game, it like really does enhance the experience of like watching that movie. It's like literally the only video game that's ever like enhanced my movie watching experience.
Yeah,
I don't know, but I think Maria Hammond also has it on her list too.
Yeah. All right, we're up to number 28.
Okay, 28. Let's see here.
I Love You Man, 2009.
Ooh, I Love You Man. That one might be on my after the 128.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, sounds good.
Oh, he's really solid. All right.
Star Wars, The Force Awakens.
That's on my list, and like probably like many others, maybe.
All right.
The three, the sequel trilogy. That's the only one I like. So.
Yeah, me too. They are diminishing quality after that. So
yeah.
Other than Rogue One. Rogue One is really good.
Yeah. Same here. Rogue One. That's good.
King of Comedy.
Ooh, we got King of Comedy.
All right, that is
There you go.
on my after the 128.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good. Yeah. So I've only seen it once now, but I think after giving it a few more watches, that'll go move pretty far up my list because I know Taxi Driver did when I started.
Ma,
so.
Ma, I gotta do this now. Oh, come on,
Yeah.
Ma. No, it's
yeah.
Ma.
I'm trying to work on my comedy. Come on, Ma.
Gotta do this now.
Yeah.
Marriage Story.
Got Marriage Story.
Speaking
Which
of
that
Marriage
one,
Story,
might be on my list someday because the movie really hit close to home to when I was married. Like really,
George,
shockingly close.
If you like Marriage Story, go watch. I think you might enjoy Kramer versus Kramer. It's just a 70s version of Marriage Story.
Yeah.
It's not
like
people yelling and screaming as much as Marriage Story, as they do get into that one, but it's basically similar with like a kid in the middle and like they're going through the divorce and it's all these like kind of arguments about like who's right and who's wrong. You know what I mean? Like, so
yeah,
you might dig it. And it's Dustin Hoffman and Meryl Streep. It's really good. So
yeah, there's some other movie that's kind of like that too. I can't remember if I think about it, but there's a third one that's like that. But,
there's Reservation Road or whatever with Leo DiCaprio.
Oh yeah,
Winslet. Yeah, Revelation or Reservation or whatever it's called.
Yeah,
yeah.
Reservation Road. Yeah, I think that's what I was thinking of.
Kramer versus Kramer is not free anywhere, but I'm sure you could find it.
Yeah. Sleepy Hollow.
Got Sleepy Hollow, which could have been a Jacob Barber because
that is a Jacob Barber. Yes,
his movie's on the list. I mean, just for fun, So, so yeah,
I just saw it for the first time last year, though. I really liked it. It was good.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I've seen it a few times actually, and I know it's not related, but I just love that whole story. So I really dug the TV show too. I'd recommend that too.
Gotcha. 33. We were a little over halfway.
Right. 103. Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump, which is on my list. So
all right.
Okay. Because I'm of the camp that I think that it probably should have won the Oscar that year, but I mean Pulp Fiction and Shawshank, it was a tough year.
Hollywood at the time just loved their safe kind of feel good movies, and the two kind of newer, more groundbreaking movies, they didn't quite go there, but
yeah,
they went with the safe pick, the crowd pleaser.
Yeah.
Which Forrest Gump is good. I'm not saying it's not.
Yeah. Parasite 2019.
All right.
That's definitely on my list. I saw it 3 times in theaters, but only because I got free movies because the foreign movies are like hard to rewatch for me, but I will rewatch them. Parasite is one of them. I've seen that movie like 6 times. So.
All right.
84. Happy Gilmore 1996.
Well, there it is.
Wouldn't be a
obligatory Adam Sandler comedy,
All right. Well, you at least take them off every time it shows up, so eventually we'll get to the
end right on there. Yeah, we'll see how it fares against The Animal.
Yeah, right.
Probably pretty good, I'd say.
Bulletproof.
Oh, we got Bulletproof. That's gonna be
that's a Richie
JPO one
or JPO or Richie. I think either one of them had in the after 128 or something. But yeah, I know JPO thinks it's kind of underrated from like 96. Yeah, that's the Damon Wayans.
Which I haven't seen that movie maybe since the 90s. I really need to rewatch that movie. Yeah,
I got it right. I haven't watched it in a minute. I got it right here. There's Bulletproof.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah, I was a big fan of that show Lethal Weapon, and I had Damon Wayans on like in the TV show, and if you like look into the behind the scenes stuff, he was a real like a diva on the set. Really like threw a wrench into that show, and like maybe why it was canceled. I don't know for sure, but I kind of get that feeling.
Matilda the Musical.
Ooh.
That's Malcolm Way.
Yep. Yeah, it's either Malcolm or it's Brian too. I think.
I'm pretty sure that was. I think that was Malcolm. Yeah.
We actually watched it, and surprisingly, for a musical, I actually really liked it. Like I thought that it was actually really good. So
I did get my Matilda 4K of the original movie from '96. My 4K steelbook of Matilda in the other day. It's a great steelbook set. It looks awesome.
Nice. Yeah. Well, the person who plays Mrs. Trunchbull, if you look at her in the new one, you wouldn't recognize who it is, but it's actually Emma Thompson. But you look at the like her with all the makeup on, she does not look like Emma Thompson in that.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild. So.
Oh, there it is. I was able to reach it. It's in with there's my Matilda Steel.
Oh, nice.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty good.
The original one too. I think Mrs. Trunchbull is going to be like for like kid villains, like one of the most terrifying kind of kid villains.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
8. Schindler's List.
Schindler's List. There it is.
Multiple
It's on
lists.
probably like 3 or 4 lists. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or more. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that one confused with you and Brian Malcolm says. I remember it was something around that time.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we got
37. Moana.
Moana.
Well,
That could be a Brian one, I guess.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of like the music in that, but that's about as far as it goes for me on that.
Yeah, Moana 2 coming out soon.
Moana 2 and a live action Moana, which is why. Why do we need
I don't know why. I understand doing Moana 2. That's fine. I have no problem with that. But yeah, I don't need a live action when the original one
was
just a couple of years ago. That's silly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
27. Puppet Master.
A Puppet Master on there, huh?
Okay,
Which I've
all
never
right.
seen before, so I don't know
Gotcha.
who has that on their list. I think that could be like surprisingly maybe a Chris Scott movie, possibly.
Yeah, I still have an old I have an old set of I bought at a convention years ago of the whole set. Well, I mean, they've still made 4 or 5 movies since I bought this in like 2008, but this is a bootleg Puppet Master collection.
Whoa,
DVD.
weird.
And back when
Bootleg.
some of these movies weren't available, as much, and now you can get like a whole official like Puppet Master set, but it does have all the movie, like the first 8 on there. So now there's
Wow.
there's like 14 now. I mean, it's ridiculous. There's
Jeez.
a whole ton, yeah.
I had no idea, but if you find like the most generic action movie or the most generic horror, that's probably Chris Scott. He likes like if it's the most generic thing you can think of, he'll love it. Give it a 5 out of 5 plus.
66. Possession.
We
1981.
got Wolfman's Possession, 1981, which I swear that I watched it or I tried to watch some of it. I remember nothing about that movie, so maybe I don't know. Maybe I just like thought I watched it and never did. I don't know, but
yeah, it's hard to see. It's only on Philo. Nobody has Philo, so
no,
it's not available.
Philo.
Yeah. No, and I haven't bought the Blu-ray yet, so I'll get around to it
Yeah.
eventually. Wolf.
86. The Gentleman.
The Gentleman.
The Gentleman. So I know that movie's on Chris Scott's list because he said that it was his favorite movie of the year until he saw A Quiet Place Part 1 and like bawled his eyes out the whole way through. So because he's a big cat guy, like sort of like JPO's kind of talked about, like she just wants to save her cat and get some pizza. I mean, it's a simple way to connect with people, you know.
39. Final Destination.
Final Destination.
The original one is in my list. Yeah. So,
Yeah, so could be yours.
Uh-huh.
Also could be on Richie's list, maybe. So
yeah, I love that franchise. I'm still waiting for that 6th one. I don't know when it's coming.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe next year, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that franchise is like really growing on me because the first time that I saw it, I actually didn't like love those movies. I thought they were really campy and cheesy, but then I kind of realized that's kind of part of the fun of it. Is what makes
it's part of the fun is guessing how each
Yeah.
person's going to die via weird Rube Goldberg.
Yeah.
Thing.
Yeah,
It's
right.
great. It's really
Yeah,
great.
so I actually really like them now. Yeah.
A lot of fun.
Prestige.
We got the Prestige
The
on.
Prestige. All right.
I'm not sure who has that. It's not on mine. So
I think that's a Shepherd. I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Steven Shepard. That sounds
Sheesh.
right. Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Sounds right to me. All right.
45.
All right. Getting there.
94. Star Wars Episode 5. The Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back.
1980.
All right.
Someone put the full like title.
Oh yeah.
So
I'm just gonna write down The Empire Strikes Back. All right.
yeah, that I think that is on my 128. I'm
It's
like
on mine.
pretty positive. Yeah,
Yeah,
probably
it's
on
on
like a
mine,
lot
too.
of people's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's on several too.
yeah. For some reason, it doesn't show up all that much though on these tournaments.
Yeah.
Endgame.
The Endgame. There you go.
Endgame or
Yep.
Avengers Endgame?
I think it's just Avengers Endgame. I want to say that could be a Malcolm's one because just because a lot of times when Malcolm sends me his list, he likes to abbreviate his picks, so could be. So.
Let me see if there's a movie just called Endgame. There is a
It probably
2006
is.
movie just called Endgame but it's like a direct to DVD Cuba Gooding Jr. movie, so I don't think that's
Oh,
why
really?
anybody's got that. Yeah, with
No,
Cuba Gooding Jr. and James Woods.
probably not. The safe bet is probably
No, it's got Avengers Endgame, I'm sure. Yeah.
Avengers Endgame. Yeah.
All right.
27. Liar, liar.
That
Liar,
Liar
Liar.
Liar. I know that one's on like Brian's. It's
It's on
on
mine.
JPO's. It's on
Yeah.
yours. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think it's the funniest Jim Carrey movie. Yeah, I think it's on mine.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's up there for me. I haven't sat down and like ranked Jim Carrey, but I know that it's.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be in my top 5 for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Ooh,
Okay.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kid. So, Honey, I Shrunk the Kid, I know is on Chris Scott's list. I don't know
Yeah.
if anyone else has it because I have Honey, I Blew Up the Kid on my after the 120.
Mm-hmm. I picked Honey, I Blew Up the Kid for trivia on Henry's thing.
Oh, yeah.
We
All right.
pick individual movies, and I pick like, I'm notorious for picking a bunch of like '90s family movies that are just burned into my brain that I just know every
Yeah.
scene. and I was able to pick recently Angels in the Outfield because it's on Disney Plus now. It finally dropped on Disney
yeah.
Plus like a couple weeks ago. So
Yeah,
it was notoriously like unavailable. Like you couldn't watch it online, no VOD, like no nothing, and it's now on
Which is
Disney
weird.
Plus.
Yeah.
It had a weird rights issue. It was strange,
Yeah.
but it's on there now, and I know it got
Nice.
a lot of hits. It was on the main page.
95. Billy
Oh,
Madison.
we got Billy Madison to go up against Happy.
Of course.
Of
We
course.
can't have anything without Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore on the
I know,
list.
right? It's got to be on every single list.
Mhm.
So, and it's on almost everyone's list here. So,
Yeah, so we got 4 or 5.
except for Malcolm.
Yeah, 4 or 5 Adam Sandler movies because he's in the animal
Yeah.
for a minute.
Yeah.
8. Sky High.
We got Sky High for you.
That is one of mine. Yeah. Sky High. Uh-huh.
Sky High.
I love Sky High.
Not bad. All right. Let's see. We got
Multiplicity.
Multiplicity. I don't know who has that.
It's got to be just like an alternate or something, yeah, for somebody. I haven't seen it in ages.
Yeah, or for some reason I could have sworn that Zach Shelton maybe had it on his list. I don't know.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Steve, did you bring me a monkey? There's like some like funny little lines when he gets dumber and dumber.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because every time you clone somebody, the clones get dumber and dumber in that movie.
Yeah.
Lethal Weapon 1987.
Lethal Weapon.
All
Probably
right.
on a few different lists.
Yeah.
I don't think it's on much.
I still think the second one's the best of that franchise. They just got the chemistry down and the action's a little bit better. And
I think so too. I feel like the first one's missing just a little something. So maybe
to me, the first one, it's like it's a really good action movie. But they're still figuring out the chemistry between and the dynamic between the two of them because they don't actually become partners for a while. But then the second one, like from the opening, they're partners and like they got the chemistry and they're doing their thing. And I just think it clicked a little harder with the second one. Like it just works.
Yeah, well, supposedly we're getting another one, so we'll see.
They better do it before Danny Glover looks way too old to be doing this shit.
Yeah, right.
The Untouchables.
You got the Untouchables, which is on a couple of lists, I think. I know Chris has it on his.
All right.
Because that's another thing. If it's a film noir, a type of movie, it'll be on Chris's list.
Yes.
He's all
I
over
know.
that.
I think Steven Shepard's big on the Untouchables as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
29. Casino Royale.
Nope, we've already had that one.
All right, so skip that.
All right, so it's on
Leave
multiple lists.
Leave it on there and skip it.
Yeah,
The next
leave
one.
it on there and then go to the next. Let's see.
Volunteers.
Yeah, Volunteers. Oh, Was that on Chris Scott's
That was
list?
that was on Ross's list, wasn't it? Either Ross's or Chris's, one of the
Yeah,
two.
one of the.
Oh yeah, Chris likes volunteer. Yeah, it's the really obscure Tom Hanks, John Candy movie. Not.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, so it was definitely Chris's. Yeah,
because that's a trivia thing. If you're ever in a trivia match, Jordan, like what two movies are those two in together? Because Splash is the biggest one, and then Volunteers is the other goofy one. That's
oh yeah,
yeah.
Well, I've never seen it, so maybe I'll finally sit down and watch it. We'll see.
58. Clerks.
Yeah, Clerks, the first Clerks. That's maybe Richie or JPO.
JPO, yeah. Kevin Smith.
Maybe Malcolm. I don't know. He might surprise us and throw Clerks on there.
All right, Clerks.
All right. Okay.
Saving Private Ryan.
Saving Private Ryan.
That's a Dan Skip Allen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really like it, but it's not on my list. So.
And Malcolm's the one who agrees that Shakespeare in Love should have beat Saving Private Ryan that year.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Gone Girl 2014.
Gone Girl, okay.
Yeah, that's on my list for sure. I'm a big Fincher fan.
That's probably it might be like my third favorite Fincher. It's really good. It's like top 3.
Yeah, it's like my ultimate breakup movie when I had the biggest breakup I ever had. So.
Yeah. I don't think anything's gonna top The Social Network for me, but Gone Girl's up there.
Yeah,
it's really good.
King Kong 2005.
King Kong 2005. Who was it that said that they really like it? I think maybe Malcolm. I don't know.
Steven, maybe. I think we have a lot of Stevens on
too.
the line. Yeah, maybe. But I think the movie's all right. Once I get to Skull Island, it gets decent. But it just takes
you take up the first
to get there.
The first hour, then I'm good.
Yeah. Oh, you should try watching the extended edition. That's about 3 hours and 30 minutes instead of just 3 hours. Yeah.
No thanks. I'll just skip all that boat nonsense.
2. Malignant.
Ooh, Malignant. That's on my list. So
okay.
Is awesome because I'm a big James Wan fan. He's probably my favorite horror director. So
all right, we're in the home stretch here, the final 5, I believe. We're at number 60.
5? Okay, cool.
All right.
Okay.
116.
The Iron Giant.
With the Iron Giant.
That's on multiple people's list. Yeah, a lot of people like the Iron Giant.
I really like the Iron Giant. It's not quite on my list, but
yeah, it's really good. It's not one of my favorites, but I rewatched it. Me and Barbara covered it for one of our shows, and it held up really well. It's really good. So
we've got a sneaky feeling that it might show up on Chad Webb's list because he just made a post about it saying it was like a really special movie or something. So
yeah,
we'll see. Because this is coming up in August. It's top 64.
Pan's Labyrinth.
Pan's Labyrinth.
Okay.
Pan's Labyrinth was like one of the first foreign language movies where I really started to appreciate foreign language movies because I remember starting it and then being like, what? This is in Spanish. Like, I'm not watching this. And then I didn't watch it that day, but then I went back a couple days later and you know what? I was really looking forward to this. I'm just going to sit down and I'm going to read all the subtitles and I actually really enjoyed it. Yeah.
The captain in that movie is a good villain. Like, he's a real asshole in that movie. That captain guy. I forget the guy's name, but the captain dude who's running around, messing with everybody is really good.
He is good, yeah. Let's see.
21. Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2. That is on my list. And I think that's probably for my list because I don't have it about at 21.
All right. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Final 2.
All right. Final 2. Let's see what we got.
114. Airplane.
Airplane?
Yep.
It was on a couple people's list, I think. So.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah.
Airplane with an exclamation mark.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. This is the final one.
This final one. This is it.
All right.
And then the wheel is closed.
Maybe Naked Gun, the final
Jojo Rabbit.
No.
Jojo Rabbit.
Jojo Rabbit. Yeah.
Okay.
Some movies. It's definitely on my list. I still love Taika. He's probably my second favorite director still, but he's just
all right.
Not number 1 because it hasn't done anything for me lately. That's the thing.
All right. So that is it. We have our movies set for Tuesday. We're done.
All right. Cool. Well, that's good because we're just right in time to jump into some trivia here in a minute. We'll be doing that tonight in lieu of a tournament fight or a tier ranker because it was just when everyone was available on the panel. So yeah. And then also Malcolm says Jojo Rabbit's his also, so I think we both had it on our list.
Yeah, and then he had King Kong as a wild card. So there you
Okay.
go. Yep.
Nice. Sounds
All right.
good. Well, yeah, this was a fun time. So, I mean, I don't really have too much that I want to plug, but if you want to plug anything, you can too. But
No, I mean, just speaking of Malcolm in the chat, I know on Sunday night I will be on Rankum with Malcolm, and we'll be doing one of his special things where we're not doing a top 12, we're just doing a director ranking, and we're ranking M. Night Shyamalan. And,
nice.
I did see Trap yesterday, so I can rank that as well. I was in the middle of watching, I didn't finish it, I was in the middle of watching Wide Awake, his movie he made right before The Sixth Sense with like Rosie O'Donnell and Julia Stiles, like a couple people. Yeah.
I never even heard of that. Yeah,
it's quite boring so far. It's not a very exciting movie. So yeah.
But can you say if you like Trap? Did you like it?
I enjoyed Trap. I know it's getting very, very mixed reviews. Some people are, hating it, but I think it's the people who usually hate Shyamalan stuff. I'm a fan of the guy. I like his weird movies, and kind of the wacky worlds, the way people talk in his movies, and some of the crazy things. I will give them credit for one thing, and this isn't a spoiler at all. Credit to the marketing. The trailers you've probably seen the trailer, with them at the concert and all that. The trailer shows nothing from the second half of the movie. So credit to the marketing team for that. Everything you see in the trailer is like the first half of the movie. So credit to them for not spoiling anything where it goes. So I genuinely know where it goes.
It has me intrigued. So yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was a decent suspense movie. And I had a good time with it overall. So I recommend it, but maybe it might not be for everybody, but I liked it.
Well, I'll say that you can go online. You can watch a Chris reviews. He has it on like Instagram and TikTok and stuff. He went to go see it. And he's normally an M. Night Shyamalan hater. He doesn't like any of his movies besides Old. I don't know why he likes Old, but he really liked Trap though. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I liked it. Yeah. Well, and it's funny. I ranked it with I did Shyamalan rankings with JPO over on his countdown show, but that was before Knock at the Cabin came out. So I have to include that. I have to include Wide Awake, and I have to include Trap. So my rankings will be different from there. So I got 3 other movies I got to work into the overall ranking and see where they go. So, but I'm a Shyamalan guy. I like most of his movies. So I'm down with it.
Yeah,
I even rewatched After Earth when I did it with JPO, and I didn't hate it. I thought it was all right.
Oh, really?
I didn't hate it. Yeah, I had
seen that.
I had a new appreciation for it, a standalone sci-fi story that kind of exists in its own little world, and like I didn't mind it. I thought it was okay. So yeah.
Well, I still say that for like first watches, like when you watch it for the first time, I still think Sixth Sense is the best when you watch that.
Most likely, and don't be surprised if it just ends up at number 1 on most people's list, because I think it's still one that got Oscar nominations and everything is still probably his best. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But I will say one other thing for early next week. You'll be with me. I'll be you handed the reins over to me for Recast, but you'll be on Recast, and I'll be putting that together. Probably start putting that together on Sunday, the graphics and everything. So me, you, Richie, and Wolfman will be recasting Pulp Fiction, so you can tune in for that as well on Monday.
Well, that was one of those shows that I really still wanted to do, but I just didn't have time to do all the prep for it. So I'm glad that we're able to keep it going.
I'm taking the reins. I'm taking care of it, and we're gonna keep it alive. So that's one we're not gonna do super often, but maybe once every 2 months or so we'll do a recast, and we'll do something like that. So. Yeah, because we got a list of plenty of movies we could do for that. We might do Jurassic Park after that or something. Something like that, and have a little fun. Yeah.
Well, cool. Yeah, and then not really too much else to plug. I don't know if we decided on if we're going to do the next Wheel of Movies. We're going to do Mallrats next week.
No, Mallrats is this coming Tuesday or Thursday, excuse me. So right before Lonely Marks, 8:30 Eastern here on Movie Hero Network. Me and Richie and Jordan will be because you said that's your favorite Kevin Smith movie. So number 1. So we're gonna be looking back at Mallrats in honor of Shannon Doherty, who unfortunately passed away, but she has a big role in that movie. So so we're gonna be doing Mallrats on Wheel of Movies next Thursday. Yep.
Well, just because I used to be a mall rat, I've met more girls that just hanging around a mall than like anywhere else. Like it's just like weird. Like there's not really places like that for young people to just do that. But the mall.
Yeah, it's not my favorite Kevin Smith movie, but it gets kind of better every time I watch it. I appreciate it a little bit more. So I'm always down to rewatch it every couple of years. So it's been a couple of years, so I'll be down to rewatch it. I got it on Blu-ray, so I'll pop it in and see how it works.
Sounds good. Yeah, And yeah, there's not really too much else. Just the mystery tournament will be on Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, as always. And then Friday, I don't remember what we even
Friday
have.
is I will be out of town, but you and Malcolm will be conducting the next TV.
Oh yeah, the
tier
TV
ranker.
one. Yeah, so it'll be a tier ranker for the best TV shows from 2015 to 2017, and probably all next week I'll be watching almost nothing but TV shows to prep for that. So so that'll be fun though. So
yeah,
I
well,
would
your
enjoy
kitchen's
the
just at the tail end. So there you go. How's it going?
We'll say that 2 of your foreign movies made it in the list. Is that Wolfman or is that?
I believe that's Wolfman. Yeah, Mega Movies.
Okay.
So yeah.
They both have something Z, so I'm like it's got to be one of them. But yeah, but yeah, I think that'll do it for us tonight. So but don't go too far because we'll be back probably just in about like 20 minutes with some.
It's about 20 minutes, yeah. So tune it in, set your notification bell if you haven't already, and yeah, tune in because we've got the match with some former winners, so it should be a good match. We got Ryan Permison, who's won, seen, and heard before. Moose Haas has won it several times. We got JTE, obviously, Schmodown legend is going to be joining us for that, and Ryan Payne. So it's gonna be a banger of a match. It's gonna be good. So tune in for seen and heard.
Ryan Payne too. Like if you have anything that's like in the geek sphere, he'll be like crushing that too.
Yeah, so it should be a really close match, and yeah, tune in the tournament match. We'll have clips and we'll have that infamous speed round. So tune in for the speed round.
So we'll see. Yeah, that one I like to call the great equalizer. So we'll see.
Yes. All right, but that'll be in about 15-20 minutes or so. So tune in, and we'll have that ready for you.
All right, sounds good. Well, that'll do it for us tonight. So I'll just say for Austin Pez Howell, I've been Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and we will see you next time.